Hackers are hell-bent on disrupting our lives. They have already targeted fuel supplies, a major meat producer, and transportation networks. Top Biden officials are telling Americans to get used to it, which means they can't solve the problem. Warning, it could get a lot worse.
The first thing we have to recognize is this is the reality, and we should assume, and businesses should assume, that these attacks are here to stay, and if anything, will intensify.
Do you think that adversaries of the United States have the capability right now to shut down the power grid?
Yeah, they do. There are thousands of attacks on all aspects of the energy sector and the private sector generally. It's happening all the time.
Scary. And former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe says America is falling behind in cybersecurity.
There's a gaping hole in our cyber defense, and that hole is called the Department of Homeland Security. By law, the Department of Homeland Security has the authority to defend our networks against domestic attacks, but authority is not capability. And, unfortunately, I think most folks in the government stopped arguing a long time ago about this.
Who's that guy on the left? So, Dana, they recovered $2.3 million worth of Bitcoin from Colonial Pipeline. That was the ransomware. Although, to me, ransomware sounds like something you might put on if you were planning on being kidnapped.
Right, you never know.
Yep.
Especially, walking
Let me grab the ransomware.
You never know.
It's usually some kind of
famous as
flirty halter top. Okay, so is this enough just to take the crypto? Shouldn't you be putting them in the crypto?
Yes, in the crypt.
Yes.
So Secretary Raimondo,
yes,
she basically was saying, it's really important for us to be prepared.
Right.
Okay, no, we know that.
Yes.
We've known that for many, many years. General Jet Keane this morning on a newsroom said that we actually, as a government, have the capability to push back.
Right.
So it sounds like, one, we did today in terms of getting that crypto back, but also it would be helpful, I think, if the administration said, and America will not stand for this.
Yeah, it's a declaration of war. We will kill you like a terrorist.
Yes, exactly.
That's all
Okay, that was the other point I wanted to make. For years, you've made the point about the concern taking terrorism and bioterror and putting them together, right?
Right.
Imagine that, plus the wars that we are in. I think that we are in a cyber war right now.
Yeah.
Because those are attacks against actual people, and that's the new war that we're all going to have to be fighting, and we have to put all these resources into it.
Yeah, putting anthrax or something on a drone and letting it go over a football game. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. Sean, what are your so you know about the Bitcoin stuff probably more than all of us combined because you have some.
I have some.
Yeah. So what do you make of this new kind of activity, this new kind of crime?
We'll leave Bitcoin alone for a second. I'm a huge fan, but here, to your point, I think we have to get aggressive. This is an attack on our sovereignty, right? Now, there's a role for our businesses to protect their infrastructure and keep them safe from attackers. But I view this, we should send in SEALs, right? So you have, 22-year-old kids in their pajamas, in their basement, doing their thing on their computer. SEALs show up, boom, boom, boom. Guess what? No more attacks, right? They can do it, right? They can attack us, but they won't because they'll get, a knock into the head.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the way you stop these attacks on our country. And frankly, I don't think Putin is going to play ball. Putin is not going to hold these hackers accountable. So it's going to be the U.S. government that holds these little bad actors and these little pods in these dirty little countries accountable for what they're doing to our country. And by the way, this is a real risk. You shut down our electric grid, people die.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, it's really serious.
But there must be something that Putin can get from us, like that pipeline. I mean, that was interesting timing, that the pipeline all of a sudden was okay to have that, what's it called, crosswinds or whatever. Nord Stream. Sounds like a camper. But anyway, so that happened. Geraldo, if we could tie these attacks to white supremacists with the White House act
or
faster.
immigration, tie it to immigration.
Yes.
But, yesterday was June 6th. And you commemorated the 77th anniversary of the D-Day, storming of D-Day. This is war. This is war as much as that was war. It's bio, it's germ, it's all these. And Bitcoin is so untraceable. Yeah. Bitcoin was made for criminals, with all due respect to our esteemed colleague.
Sean, she just called you a criminal.
I just think that it's nuts. They should have like Bitcoin that explode and leave like a dye on the hands of the users the way some bank deposits do. But I think it's very troubling, and I don't know what the hell to do about it. I can't even figure out my password half the time.
It's password.
No, it's Geraldo.
No, it's
just
actually
Geraldo.
AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
But I fear for the future unless we take the pajama-wearing kid and set them loose to defend us rather than to attack us.
Yeah, you know, Katie, I always notice a trend with Democrats when they say a problem is here to stay.
Right.
It's the one they can't fix. They will never say that about climate change or any other thing or systemic racism. If you said to them, you know, systemic racism is here to stay.
They'd be like, no, it's not. We have to do everything.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's a group of people that need to learn to code so that they can help the country combat cyber attacks, and that's something that the government needs. But this argument of saying we just need to get used to being attacked is so antithetical to what the federal government's job is. The left and Democrats think the federal government has a role for everything, but when it comes to problems that they maybe want to downplay expectations for, if we get attacked again, they say, well, just get used to doing it. But think of it as, it's hard to think of it in a tangible way because it's digital, but say we had an oil tanker that was attacked off of the coast of Somalia by pirates and terrorists, right? The company would hire security, but the government, the United States military, would then take on projects to get rid of terrorists who were attacking U.S. interests, whether they were private or military targets, no matter where they are in the world. We've seen this, all over the place. In
Hostages
Africa,
are private citizens, and we still go try to save them.
Exactly. So the government has an obligation to fight this from a level of military force, and sending in some Navy SEALs or some Delta Force guys might send the right message to these people to not carry out terrorist attacks, especially on critical infrastructure here in the States. And when it comes to Putin, I think that the attack on the meat packing company happened actually after Nord Stream 2 was pushed through.
Yeah, it doesn't
and so
matter.
it doesn't really matter. Unless there's force involved or there's a consequence from a government, not just security from a private company, it's going to keep happening.
The biggest problem is insurance. It's cheaper for the companies to pay the ransom because they're insured.
Right.
You got to outlaw that insurance. That's how you get them.
But it might be
to
less
do it.
expensive if they actually invested in protecting their systems in the first
Amen.
place.
Right. But they do the way the cost or benefits, and they think it's cheaper that way. Meanwhile, what about a personal? What if it's you that is being extorted? Like you have.
I've been thinking about this.
Like you're thinking about those pictures you took back in the 90s. They're up in the
Germany.
cloud. They're up in the cloud. Somebody gets a hold of it. It could be a person-to-person extortion thing. And you're like, if a kid gets extorted, is he going to tell his parents that they're? No, if he's gonna freak out, he could harm himself. That's what scares me, is that can happen more and more. Not that I have anything on the cloud.
I'll send you $20, my allowance.
Yes.
The Bitcoin. Send them the Bitcoin. That's worth more.
All right, up next, major.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.